They said it couldn't be done. They said the odds were stacked too high, but he never listened. Born with what the world called a challenge, he turned it into his superpower. On the field, he's not just another quarterback, he's a game changer.
Oh, Cameron Bentley Jr.
A leader, a warrior. Every throw, every run, every touchdown defies expectations. The first quarterback with autism to step onto the Division I stage, and he's not just playing the game, he's electrifying it. This is more than football. This is courage. This is heart. This is history. Some may call it a challenge, but we call it the superpower.
It's a superpower.
The superpower, streaming only on Pinnacle.
Yeah, so Mr. Bentley, this is the vision we have for you. We believe your story to reach millions. And this show will put your name on a bigger stage. So, the offer is on the table. What do you think? Do you want to make this your next chapter?
Well, yeah, I like the idea, but, I mean, do we have to talk about me having autism?
What my client's trying to say is, well, how about this? We get a little time to think about it. That way he can make sure this is what he really wants. And we can get back to you guys shortly. Would that be all right?
Oh yeah, sure, we could give you guys some time. But Mr. Bentley, I really want you to think about this. Do you know how many people you could reach? I mean, this opportunity would be monumental, especially while you're at the point of creating your own personal brand. This opportunity could really do wonders. And it's very rare that we give someone their own show here at Pinnacle. But we just feel like you really have that story that would touch millions. But regardless of what you decide, it's been a pleasure meeting.
All right, Cam, so talk to me. What is it about this show that you don't like?
I mean, it's just like I said in there. I think the idea of the show is cool and everything, but if I'm being honest, I just don't want to be singled out or treated different just because I have autism. I want to be treated just like every other quarterback. And we all know that they're not offering me a show just because I'm good at what I do. It's only because I'm different, and really, that's what bothers me the most about the whole thing.
Listen, Cam, I know how you're feeling. You don't want people to look at you and just see autism. You want them to see the quarterback, the competitor, the leader. And you've earned that. Nobody can ever take that from you. But here's the truth, man. You're not like every other quarterback. You've got something that sets you apart. And I don't mean that as a crutch or a label. I mean it as a gift. You've taken something that people thought was a weakness and turned it into your strength. And do you realize how many kids out there are watching you right now? Kids who get told every day that they can't do something because of autism or because they're different. You're living proof they can. This show isn't about putting a spotlight on your autism. It's about showing the world your journey, your fight, your wins. It's about giving hope to people who need it. And yeah, that's a big opportunity for your career too. You'll reach millions of people on and off the field. This isn't favoritism, Cam. This is impact. And I promise you, you're the kind of guy who can handle it the right way. At the end of the day, the decision is yours, but if you ask me, I think you were made for this.
Yeah, you're right. I guess you got a point. Well, I got to head out to Vegas in a few hours, and I ain't going to be out there for long, so maybe I can give y'all my decision when I get back.
Yo, KBZ, what's the word? Yes, sir. Now, this is what I meant when I said get out the house more. We finna go to Vegas. We finna turn up.
Nah, man, see, you already got it all wrong. We is not going to Vegas to turn up. This is strictly business. We going there to put in work and train with an NFL player, so you need to get your mind right before you get to his crib.
Dang, look at this house, mama. We made it.
Nah, this crib is crazy.
What's up, Cam? Long time no see. Well, I have been seeing you go crazy on that field. All credit goes to me. Nah, I'm just kidding, but not for real, man. Welcome to the spot. Y'all ready to put that work in?
Yeah, of course, man. We ready to work. And I appreciate you for letting me bring my boy with me.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. I appreciate you so much, Mr. Savage. I've been looking forward to this moment. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, of course. That's no problem, y'all boys. But, hey, we all finna get better.
As y'all just seen, we out here in Vegas for a few days putting in work with Malachi Savage, the quarterback for the Raiders. And if y'all been watching this series, then it's not y'all first time seeing him. Well, really, if y'all been watching this channel for a while, because he even got his own series. But as y'all know, man, I'm going into my junior season, which is really important. I mean, this could determine if I'm ready for the pros, because most star players leave after their junior season. And Malachi knows that as well, which is why he invited us out here. And of course, I'm looking forward to putting in that work and getting better. Now, much like the first time I trained with him, he was not taking it easy on us. I mean, we was dang near doing doing 5-a-days. And while me and my boy Tay was putting on the front like we wasn't tired, man, we was exhausted and he was going through it like it was nothing. But it was cool getting insight on seeing how NFL players really train. And not even just that, man, it was the full experience. Like, bro had a full LA Fitness inside his crib. And it really put into perspective of what hard work can get you. And me and bro trying to get on that same level. And after putting in blood, sweat, and tears for a few days, it was time to pack the bags up and head back home. But before we did that, Malachi had a surprise for me.
Yep, y'all boys, these are a few of my toys, my pride and beauty.
Dang, this is a fire collection. What you even need all these cars for?
Well, one of these ain't even mine.
What you mean? Which one ain't yours?
Yeah, man, I spoke to your parents and they told me that you was planning on transferring and you wouldn't be home in Mississippi no more. So I figured, you gonna need something to get around in. So this right here is you.
Nah, ain't no way, man. That's crazy. Malachi ended up surprising me with a brand new Benz, man. I couldn't thank bro enough. He had already done plenty for me, and now he went out his way to give me a whip. Man, that ain't even feel real. Now, I know y'all heard him say I'm transferring, but look, we're gonna get into that later. Back at home in Mississippi, I had to spend some time with my parents before I head off, especially since I'm gonna be pretty far from home this time. Cause I ended up transferring to Washington, man. Your boy is now a Husky. While I was enjoying the quality time I was spending with my parents before I left, it was kinda awkward, and that's because we wasn't alone. It was a whole film crew sitting there recording everything. So obviously, as y'all could guess, I did end up taking that deal. I felt like it gave me a chance to spread positivity for everybody watching. And I wanted to show people that the only thing that could ever hold them back is they self. And then plus, y'all are already watching my full career anyway. Finally settled out here in Washington, looking to bring home a championship. And in order for me to do that, I gotta be in the right mind space. So I ended up getting my own crib out here in Washington that's isolated and peaceful. I ain't gotta hear no traffic or nothing. I can just hone in. This is my first time living alone, cause as y'all know, first I was at a JUCO in Mississippi, and then I transferred to Southern Miss. So yeah, this is a pretty big difference for me, a 13-hour difference. But I can't lie, so far I'm enjoying it, staying in a nice loft. Don't it just look peaceful? So yeah, man, y'all see your boy living good out here in Washington. Let's just hope I can lead them to a good season also. Taking the field for the first time in a completely new program, a much bigger stage, man. Now we in the Big Ten. As y'all know, I just came from the SBC, but now we playing much harder competition, and let's just see if I can transfer my game over. And for the first game of the season, we are up against Maryland. My first pass of the game, I went underneath to my tight end, and he gonna pick us up a gain of 8. Later that drive, I met with pressure, and I scrambled out the pocket, still looking just as effective on the ground, juking the defender out his shoes before being brought down in front of that 30. Before you know it, we facing a 3rd and 12, but luckily I'm able to find a wide open defender downfield right before being hit, and he gets us right in front of that end zone.
Defense makes a stop, and the chains move, and it's 1st and goal.
3rd and goal, we got to get into that end zone. I catch my guy on a crossing route for the first touchdown of the game.
Quick strike through the air for the score.
Maryland goes down and ties the game up, but we moved that ball down the field quick, and y'all see I got an open gap. I'm going to take it every time for another touchdown. Up a touchdown with the score being 14-7, dropping back in the pocket, and I catch my tight end wide open on the corner route. He's able to get past the defense and get into that end zone for another touchdown, man. I'm cooking right now. Now, somehow the rest of the game cut out, but we ended up taking that win with the score being 28-14. Now, y'all don't be mad at me. I don't know how that happened. Second game of the season, already playing a ranked opponent, which is USC. The game don't start off as planned as I get brought down with a sack. 2nd and 18, I deliver a dime to my tight end across the middle of the field, getting us to that 3rd and 3. Later that same drive, rolling out to the left, defense right there in my face, I'm able to drop it off to my halfback. He slips some tackles and take off for a huge gain. Down in the red zone at a 3rd and goal, rolling out to the right. Receiver is wide open in the back of the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. USC does not score, and I see nobody open downfield, so I take off and use my legs to pick up some big yards.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
After putting a good drive together, I try to squeeze one to my receiver on the corner route. The ball gets popped up into the air, and it winds up getting intercepted.
Goal line, that's a way to make a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Off of that interception, they go down and tie the game up. Again, I don't see nobody open downfield, and this time I'm not going to force it. Slicing through that defense and picking up some big yards on the ground, getting us past the 50.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the...
First and goal with seconds left in the half. We tack on another 6 off an easy short completion.
Touchdown, Huskies. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Fourth quarter now, the score is 14-10, but off a read option, I'm going to change all that, putting us up 20-10. And after a hard-fought game, man, we was able to nil out the clock with the final score being 21-13, giving USC an upset, and I had a pretty decent game, finishing with 278 passing yards for 3 touchdowns and an 80% completion rate. Next up, we will be playing in the Apple Cup against Washington State, our rival. Second and 8, I got my halfback coming out the backfield. I'm going to throw a dot to him, and he going to eat up a chunk of that field with a gain of 29. Third and 3, I'm going to catch my tight end right in front of the end zone to give us our first 6 of the game.
Touchdown, Washington. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Washington State don't score, rolling out to the left side of the field. I decided to take it myself, grabbing us that first down, juking defenders out their shoes for some extra yards before being brought down.
By this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And the halfback will do the rest, putting us up 2 scores against Washington State. They go down and get a field goal, but they leaving your boy a whole lot of space, so of course I'm going to take that, showing off that shiftiness and taking off for a huge gain. Stepping out to avoid the tackle at the 19.
Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone.
Picking apart that zone defense, man, I see a receiver wide open, and he nearly get into that end zone.
Over the middle, it's Harris.
And my halfback would cap the drive off with another touchdown.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Late in the fourth, we are up 24-10, but I add on to that, walking into the end zone off a read option. So just like that, we take the dub winning that Apple Cup, with the final score being 31-10. And as y'all can see in that bottom right corner, I finished the game with 174 passing yards for 2 touchdowns and 169 yards on the ground. Now, after stringing a couple wins together, it became clear that we was a force to be reckoned with. Every single teammate understood their assignment and executed to perfection. And of course, man, your boy was putting on a clinic. As I stated earlier, this is my junior season, so this is where I really gotta show all the scouts watching that I'm ready for that next level. And I feel like I did that, leading the team to an undefeated regular season. I mean, I can't take all the credit because my teammates did their job too. And after taking that dub against Penn State at the last game of the season, we was ranked number 3 and headed to the playoffs. First stop was in the conference championship against the Oregon Ducks. And this one started off to perfection, rolling out to the right, catching my receiver wide open, and the first pass of the game goes for 24 yards. And stop playing with your boy, man. I done proved over and over I can throw the ball, but they still doubt me. Rolling out to the left, I'm delivering a bomb downfield. It's a complete dime for a touchdown. They go down and tie the game up, rolling out to the left again, looking for an open receiver, but I decided to take it myself, picking up some big yards on the ground. Play action at a 2nd and 6. I'm going to lob it up to my tight end, and he's going to go up and get that for another touchdown, man. Let's get it. Third quarter, and now Oregon is up 21-14. Defense is getting through my O-line too easy, forcing me outside the pocket, but it's all good because we do both. Changing the play at the line, I'm going to dish it off to my tight end in the flat to tie the game up. Oregon would go down and kick a field goal, taking the lead by 3. And I deliver a dime right before being hit. My receiver is going to make magic out of this one, taking it all the way into the end zone, giving us that lead. But sadly, man, in this rival game, we do not do enough to get the win. Although we played pretty well, Oregon was still able to come out on top with the final score being 31-28. I finished the game with 265 passing yards for 4 touchdowns and 48 yards on the ground. But even after taking that loss, man, I still have some news to celebrate. Your boy is at the top of the Heisman Trophy list. And for the first round of the playoffs, we will be going up against Tennessee. Look at where we starting off the game, man. Ain't no way we can give up this opportunity. But we start the drive off, giving it off to the halfback to see if he can make something shake, but this one goes nowhere. We actually lose a few yards. But that 2nd and goal, rolling out to the right, I'm going to catch a receiver wide open. And we get an easy 6 on the board, capitalizing off of that good field position we started off with. Tennessee don't score, and we giving it to the halfback again, but this time he makes something work, man. He getting all the way down there close to the end zone. At a 3rd and goal, he would do the rest, stretching that lead against Tennessee and making it look easy. They stood on score, so now we up 14-0. I'm rolling out to the right, and your boy is on target this game, throwing a complete dot even with the defense in my face. Getting outside that pocket at a 2nd and 7. Our receiver got a step, so I'm going his way, and he gets into that end zone for another touchdown. 3rd quarter, and they finally get a field goal, but we up 21-3. I slip out of one tackle, my boy pick up that block, and I see a whole lot of green grass. We settle that last drive with a field goal. My halfback is going to find the end zone for his 3rd time tonight. We did not expect it to be this easy against Tennessee, but we up 31-10. Getting outside that pocket again, and I see a whole lot of open field. I'm going to take it myself and get into that end zone for another 6. So we very easily take that win with the final score being 38-10. I'm going to be real with y'all boys. I did not expect us to blow Tennessee out the water like that. But I finished the game with 150 passing yards for 3 touchdowns, and I did throw 1 interception. Next up, we played SMU in the Peach Bowl, where we completely dominated them boys too, with the final score being 38-17. We done came this far, man. It's the Cotton Bowl. The only team standing between us and that conference championship is the Miami Hurricanes. We wound up facing the 3rd and 9. The defense is slicing through my O-line like butter. I try to bend the corner, but I don't get enough for that first down, as y'all can see. And our first drive is a 3 and out. They go down and score, and we facing the 3rd and 10. I'm trying to buy time to find somebody open, but I end up having to get rid of it. Thankfully, they do not add on to that lead. I'm rolling out to the right, looking downfield, and I deliver a bomb. It's a flag on the play, but my receiver comes down with it. And luckily, the flag is on the defense. It was a pass interference.
Tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
I'm being met with pressure after I take every snap, but I buy myself enough time to find the receiver to get us into that end zone for our first 6 of the game. A minute left in the 3rd quarter, and the game has been at a standstill. Y'all see we both still got 7 on the board. But we finally starting to see some good progress as I take off for a decent scramble. Very next play, I make the quick and easy pass to get us into that end zone, giving us that lead. And crazy enough, man, that's how the game ended. Final score was 14-7. Neither team could really get anything going, but now we headed on to that championship game. As y'all can see in that bottom right corner, it was a real slow day. Only 75 passing yards for 2 touchdowns and 38 yards on the ground. And now for the national championship, we will be taking on number 4 ranked Georgia. Let's get it, man. We worked real hard to get this far. Whoever would have thought the kid from Mississippi that was doubted his whole life would lead his team to a national championship game. I mean, y'all can only imagine how huge this moment is for me. But hey, man, we ready to come out here and win this chip. Very first snap of the game, I got my eyes downfield, but I see everybody covered. But I also see a wide open gap, so I'm going to attack that with full speed, sliding to avoid the tackle. Before you know it, we facing a 3rd and 8. I see how easy that pass rush got to me, so I'm scrambling out the pocket once again, and I pick up that first down. 3rd and 15, I'm not finna force it, so I just go underneath, but it's not enough for that first. We get the field goal and Georgia doesn't score, but we are facing another 3rd and 10 on the next drive. Now I throw a completely inaccurate ball to my receiver. After getting another field goal, Georgia goes down and takes the lead with the score being 7-6. And I gotta like it, man. I think I still got some jitters, but I do make a nice run right here. Another 3rd down, man. We gotta get something going. As soon as I fake the handoff, the defense is right there in my face for a sack. Luckily, they don't score, and I see my receiver coming across the right. He bring this one in and make a big play out of it, keeping his feet going, getting us right there in front of the 30 before being brought down. That defense is still getting to me real easy, but I keep my composure and deliver a dot to my tight end, keeping this drive going. Everybody downfield is covered. I'm rolling out to the left. They pick up some key blocks, and I get inside the red zone. First and goal, I'm able to squeeze one to my defender, and we finally get our first 6 of the game.
Touchdown, Huskies. Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job, all.
Georgia goes down and scores again, taking the lead with it being 14-13. Y'all see I thought about hitting my boy deep on the corner, but instead I decided to take it myself for a big game. First play of the fourth quarter, they leave a gap in the defense again. I take one defender out of his shoes before being brought down at the 1. Giving it to my halfback and letting him cap the drive off, giving us that lead for the 3rd time.
Washington, and they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Coach say he want to go for 2, and I'm not finna hesitate waiting on somebody to get open, so I do it myself when we get that 2-point conversion.
Into the end zone for the 2-point try.
Georgia go down and make it 17 to our 21. Rolling out to the right, I'm gonna deliver a bomb downfield to my halfback, and he gonna come down with it, man, making a huge play when it mattered most and getting into that end zone. Let's go, man. That's exactly what we needed.
Touchdown, Huskies. Chris, how dangerous is this offense?
Georgia does score, but it is too little, too late, and we are crowned the national champion. Your boy just won his first championship game, man. I can't even tell y'all how this feels.
Watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenges.
But the final score was 28-25. Georgia came out here and battled just like we knew they would, but we was just a little bit more prepared than them.
National champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild.
So this season couldn't have gone any better than planned. The only downside is that I did not end up winning the Heisman Trophy. I actually lost to a sophomore receiver. And although that would have looked real good on my resume, I can still say I'm a national champion. I really hope y'all been watching since episode 1, cause then y'all know how much it took to get here. Nobody would believe in me enough to give me a chance. All because I have autism, but I have completely switched that narrative. But anyways, man, y'all know where my head is at right now. As far as the next step I'ma take, I feel like this would be the best time for me to enter my name into that draft. But y'all let me know in the comments. Do I do that or do I stay in college for another season? But thank y'all for watching this episode, man. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And with that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Sipping acorn rich, nigga on A1.